Hello everyone, this is Ninja Eskimo coming to you with turn 6 for the Third Reich in Operation Unthinkable. This is Germany's big turn, so we'll map a few things out. During the collect income phase on France's turn 5 is when Germany declared war. So France was able to pick up one extra French Foreign Legion, and it picked up an entire French production, including the two from uh, the Suez being open, and no, the one from Suez being open, and the two from French Indochina under its control, for a total of 21. As you can see, there's a lot of red going on everywhere, so I'll be moving some things around so it's a little easier. Um, we do have the attack on Paris and through Belgium here on the board, but I will visualize that so you can all see. The 91st will be marching into Belgium. The 91st is being joined by tanks and mech, and then also by cavalry and mech. So the cavalry and mech from the 86th are going 1-2 into Belgium. Same with Berlin. We're doing this a little out of order, so bear with me on that. That will be a declaration of war on Belgium. Prior to that, because I forgot, we are going to go roll some dice for Germany, and then I will show you their buys. So we've got the technology and diplomacy dice for Germany. We're going to be rolling Norway, Sweden, Finland, Netherlands, and Yugoslavia for diplomacy. We're looking for 1s to 2s on that. It is my understanding. Then we're going to be rolling for radar, advanced mech, improved factories, long-range aircraft, and heavy armor. Alright, LRA is stage 2. I don't know how many turns this is in a row where they've rolled for heavy armor with advantage, but they have failed yet again on heavy armor. Improved factories is up to stage 2. Radar is up to stage 1. Advanced mech is up to stage 2. So that's complete success on everything except the heavy armor, which they've been doing their darndest on. And let's see, any 1s, 2s? We have a 1 on Yugoslavia. Okay, so ports are open for Yugoslavia, for Germany. That's nice. Fails on all the rest. The buys for Germany, spending 24 out of $24. So we will clear. We're buying medium armor, mechanized, 2 airborne, and a fighter. Back to the combat moves. We are declaring a blitzkrieg, if that was not obvious. So we'll be doing this all in the first impulse. First impulse, we have an airborne being dropped off, going 1, 2, 3 into southern France. Now, from my understanding, it does not matter that he's flying over the Maginot Line because he is not attacking that. If it does matter, he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, because there are no planes over the rest of France, and then he can go 1, 2, 3 on his way back during non-com because these don't fire on the other way back. It doesn't matter all that much. Also on Impulse 1, we have the Kriegsmarine moving out. This is the screening force, and this is the amphibious force. So we have a screen force which will be joined by a fighter against a Polish torpedo boat destroyer, because we are invading Poland as well. So we're going in there. The rest of the 86th is marching into western Poland. They are being accompanied by 2 tactical bombers. We have a medium bomber that is going to be flying, and these are all from the 18th here, so they're going 1 for the fighter and 1, 2, 1, 2 for these other things. This medium bomber will be helping Donoslavsky be victorious. So that is the Kriegsmarine. They are picking up an infantry and dropping them off, as we also invade Lithuania. That is Impulse 1 combat moves. Now, you'll notice that the Germans and the British are not at war, so we will not be raiding any convoy lines of the British. With the Kriegsmarine, at least. But those are Stage 1. So, Stage 1, Impulse 1, we have... Here we go. We have Germans in southern Italy. This will then return. 1, 2, 3. And stage ready for combat. And 1 moment. There. Pardon for the pause there. We are also doing... Yeah, no, that is all. Yeah. So, I believe we'll start with the Polish torpedo boat destroyer. Let's see how that battle goes. I believe it's 2 4s and 2 2s versus a 2. 2 4s and 2 2s versus a 2. Alright, 2 4s and 2 2s. Miss the 2s, miss the 4s, miss the 2. And again. A hit, so we're down to 1 2 and 2 4s. Double hit and a miss. So we trade torpedo boat destroyers. The fighter is now done with combat and lands back in the 18th. screening force, having completed their mission, allows for Lithuania to get on with it. We have a coastal defense ship. We're going to roll these as the infantry, this is the bombardment, and this is the defending militia. I believe coastal defense ship is at a 2? Yeah, coastal defense ship is at a 2 for bombardment. So the 2s pre-battle, I guess we'll just roll him individually for the bombardment. Nope. And then we've got multiple 2s versus single 2. And we'll go again. Alright, victory for Germany in Lithuania. Then we've got the rest of Poland, I suppose we could do before we do into France and Belgium. Yeah, let's do that. Well, you know what? We've already got this down on the battle board, so let's roll that. This battle here is all these units, and all these units, which should match precisely to what's on the board. The 4 Belgian infantry, the 2 light tanks and a cav. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6. And we've got 7 medium armor. So, not trying to do any fishy business here. We're going to roll these, because this is where they're at. Belgium. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 2 hits. Ooh, that's bad. Bad, I say, bad. Okay. Yeah, we're able to lose German light armor and a cav. Very naughty. Very naughty. But the Belgians are dead. So that becomes German territory. We'll switch out. We'll just name this British controlled, because it is actually still Belgian, because we're not at war with Britain. Right. Then we're going to blitz down in the second stage and march in, as well as dump some things in here. And this is this group here, which we will now bring down just to show it's already here. We've got the 7 infantry and the 4 and the 2. So we'll delete those. Believe we may need... yes. These are already down there as well. The walking in and then the airdropping paratrooper, as well as the transport for the Luftwaffe. round one is a bit different, to say the least. Because round one... Oh. Round one actually, because of Blitzkrieg... Attacking vehicle class units do not suffer when attacking cities. That's great. That's great for us. In fact, it's better odds than I was accounting for. So these guys are not needed. Everything is just as is. However, we're also bringing the Air Force in. This is why we need to do Poland a little. Because the rest of the Air Force will be coming back to participate in the fall of France. So let's in fact do briefly, before we blitz in, let's do the rest of Impulse 1. The 86th is this group versus... this group, and I've probably mucked things up, but we'll deal with it. There's a whole host of attacking infantry, one of which gets a first upgrade, and a whole bunch of defending things, and this is at 0, but these two are at 7s, so let's grab a couple 7s. A first strike is at 3, and what is that? 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably an extra one in there. Yeah. So we'll have the artillery be this kind of sea green, light green thing. First strike. As a hit. I'm assuming the cavalry will die, because the infantry are better defenders. Then we've got other units. That's 2 more hits. So 2 of these are dead. They roll 3 at 4. 1 hit. So we'll lose 1. We're not going to lose the anti-aircraft artillery right now. But now there's no more first strike, so we can roll these, roll those. 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits. He responds. Miss. Okay. Alright, these will land and then come here to take part. The 86th is preparing for launch. Then we've got this in Donoslavsky. We'll do the first strike, miss, at 7 for the plane, miss. 1 guy is up at 3, he misses. Then we got 4 other guys at 2. 1, 2. Okay. also land and join the Paris attack. So we win, and we win. And I knocked some units over, so that's not good. Norwegian infantry, I believe, was there. Torpedo boat. These, I believe, were all just sitting here. And a Danish militia. Okay. So, we've got parts of Poland situated under new management. That should be Impulse 1. So then non-combat movements from Impulse 1. The bomber flies back, the 2 bombers fly back, this fighter flies back to Germany, and then all these planes will be benefiting the attack here in Paris, because they will be flying 1, 2, 3. Okay. We've got, I suppose, an assault on Warsaw that we can combobulate right afterward, because 86th is marching from Donoslavsky and West Poland into Warsaw. But the non-coms from the first stage should probably go first. This KMS coastal submarine will likely be going up into A16. This Type 7C U-boat will stay where it is. And this will also stay where it is. And the Deutschland class may move to the Java Sea. Yeah, move to the Java Sea. The second impulse, the Air Force comes in, the 91st comes in, and this final airborne, as noted, will come in. We'll delete these 1s and 2s, because they're not needed anymore. Alright. I'm going to do this separately, but I can do this quickly in Impulse 1. Impulse 1, the nationalists are going to go on map. And bomb the crud out of a little fighter, little sub, I mean, for the Republicans. Miss. And that sucks. Then we're going to have a round, at least, of combat here. We've got 2 planes coming in, and 2 first strikes at 2, 2 more at 2, and 3 at 1. So 2 first strikes. Lucia. Miss. And then we've got 2 at 2. These are the planes. 2 at 4. And 3 at 1. Coming out of Madrid. That's 1 and 2 hits. He's got a cavalry, a mountain, and 5 infantry. So we'll make these the 5 infantry. Cavalry, we'll make this a mountain. We'll roll the cavalry separate here. The cavalry will defend at a 2. It misses. Then all of these are, it's their infantry, 5 infantry, and a single mountain. Sorry, there's 6 infantry there. 6 infantry. I can't count. There are 5. There are 5 infantry. And a mountain. Mountain miss. 3 regular hits from the infantry. So I believe that was only 2 at, but 3 back. So we will lose 3 infantry. And they will lose 2 of their other units here. Okay. Not what I was hoping, but that is something that happens from time to time. Then we will have the nationalists retreat. They're going to come here back to Madrid. We're going to recall this plane. And you know what? We're going to have this plane. I'm thinking it stays on map. Yeah, we're going to have it stay on map. Nope, we're going to recall it. Yep. Okay, these 2 planes, one came 1-2, the other 1-2. They'll both join in Spanish Morocco. And that's the Spanish nationalists. They will roll for recruitment at the end. Now to Impulse 2. Impulse 2 will go into Picardy and then into Paris from there, because we have more than enough 6 total blitzers and only 8 total blitzers and 6 accompanying us. 1 moment. Yes, okay. 8 total blitzers, 6 accompanying, 4 planes, and then this actually we're going to have to roll for, because if I'm correct, there's an airborne assault. The defender does not have eligible fighters to scramble from adjacent zones. There are no aircraft that can choose to be grounded by him. However, it is a city zone, so the defender will roll for 1 inherent AA per attacking aircraft transporting airborne infantry. So we'll just roll. I believe this is normally 1 through 3. Let's hope it's not. the city of Paris fails to hit the Fallschirmjäger, I believe is what he's called. Yeah, it is plain. Then we do first strike, which will be this artillery. Artillery shoots. And he hits, which is really unfortunate. We'll take that on the walking in airborne. He does not participate. And from here on out, we'll see what happens. Air superiority and AA, attacking and defending fighters and anti-aircraft artillery roll. So this is AAA versus a fighter. Two hits is really, really sad, but we will take a fighter, because he shot. We'll also just... yeah. We may just take the air transport. As the second casualty. Yeah. We'll unfortunately take the airborne and the air transport as casualties. That was not what we were hoping for. The French AA gun has outdone itself. Alright, all remaining attacking units are gonna get going. Got no target selects, but 2 hits. Not great. Only 1 from the tanks. Let's see. 7 of these guys. We got 1 from there. This is not looking good. Not looking good at all, Germany. 4 hits total. Probably an artillery and AA gun, because they've already shot. And these guys have target select on tanks that they want at ones. And the rest of this is normal combat. So they'll probably take 2 more militia for a total of 4. France fires back. I'm hoping for not too many hits. That's 2. From them. 1, 2, 3 from these guys. Not looking great. looking great for Germany here. That's 1, 2, 3. Come on. 4 again. 4 again. Misses. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back. No target selects, thankfully. This could be a problem. Okay. 1, 2. I believe there were 4 back. They've been having some problems. Need 5 hits, which is asking for a lot, I think. Yeah. 1, 2. That's just bad. 2 back. That's just bad. And I don't believe that Germany gets to ignore 3 rounds of combat. Nope. Nope. They just don't. It's not even that Germany was losing too much, it's just that they couldn't hit. Alright. That may be the end of the game right there. But we will see. These planes flew 1, 2, 3. They're landing 4, 5. That's just entirely not what we wanted to have happen. Let's check out Warsaw. first strikes. One. Likely this. Then we've got air superiority and AA. This is not 3, it's merely 1. Alright, so that's a miss, and that's a hit. And these are the two accompanying Austrians. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as the force into Warsaw, which blows this. We've got these. Miss, miss. 1 hit, 1 hit. 3 hits total back. They're dead. Let's see. 3 total. We can take the infantry. Yeah, we might as well use the 91st instead of the 86th. That is just not what they wanted to see. Germany getting diced is not what the game needs. Alright. Given that France is not dead, we will remove all of the highlights of their ships that I made to go around and roll for them, because they're still here. Alright. This may just be the end of the game. But I feel like it's not fair to the Soviets for the Axis to lose so completely and then just call it quits. So we will continue on. By the way, the start of this turn, I did not announce it, but it has been in the works with the Soviets. Speaking of Soviets, it has been in the works with Soviets that the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact has been signed. This is the first turn that it can be, turn 6, January 39. So they're signing that with the Soviets. I believe that was communicated as well to the Allies that that would be happening on the first available turn. So apologies for not saying it sooner, but that is what's happening. There is no Lend-Lease, but it is produce units. And units to be produced are these. guess he should probably non-combat move into Berlin. That's just entirely not what we wanted to see. Yeah, it happens. These guys will also be going to Königsberg. Well, they'll stay in Lithuania for now. But these ships can go into port. No, this is not the port that they were going to go into. Because there is no port in Lithuania. Alright. That's just horrible. There's a recruitment role for Spanish nationalists. See what they get. 6. They have 5, 6, 7. So they will get another 2. Yeah. Two militia for them in Madrid. That was horrible. But it should make for an interesting game. Well, at least they did somewhat well on their techs. That'll be all. This is Ninja Eskimo for Germany 6, signing out.